Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Miss Chima here with another story time from the Irvington Public Library. Today I bring you Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. This book is written by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete and the gang had a great day. They had been at the beach, surf and sun, and tons of fun. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. Hey, how about sleepover? More time for tons of fun. Groovy. Pete's place, let's go. The party was far out, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. On went the pajamas and out went the lights. Good night, Gus. Good night, alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete was just about to catch some Z's when clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to get to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Pete tried again to catch some Z's when rat-a-tat-tat-tat. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Gus, the platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. Pete covered his head. These cool cats need to go to sleep. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some Z's when he heard munch, munch, munch. Pete had a hunch. It was alligator. He was always up for eating. What could Pete do? All the clapping, the rat-a-tatting, and munching was giving him the bedtime blues. Pete had a groovy idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. What do you think is happening? Everybody's sleeping. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tatting, and no more munching. They all settled down. No one made a sound. Pete yawned and turned off the lights. Good night. Sleep tight. Time to catch some Z's. Tomorrow was another day for surfing, sun, and tons of fun. The end. Pete's, the cat, and the bedtime blues. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much for being part of this story time at the Irvington Public Library. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Meanwhile, subscribe to the channel so that you get the first story that we post. Every time we post a new story, you'll be able to get it. Thank you again, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.